This is John, host of the Prepared Mind channel. That's right, welcome to the channel. And the title of this video really is a sweeping generalization. You know, Democrats will kill you in shit it's the fan. Or if you want to read it the other way, will Democrats kill you when shit hits the fan? I don't know which way I want to write it out yet. I just want to make the video first, get it uploaded, and then decide how it comes out. But before we get rolling, I want to say thank you to everybody for subscribing. Thank you for joining in the conversation by commenting, sharing ideas, right? Just participating on the channel. It's you guys that make this channel great, and I love it, man. It kicks ass for channels. And while we're talking about kicking ass on channels, thumbs up for this video, right? Thumbs up here, thumbs up all prepper channels, thumbs up all shit it's the fan channels on every video. Good or bad, just give it a thumbs up. Let's push YouTube in a certain direction. I'm starting to feel the pinch on my channel, just looking at the numbers, how many subscribers are coming in versus how many views. I think they're trying to hide us. I think they're trying to hide us. And the only answer we have is to fight back by encouraging others, and we do that through also the share button on here. Down below, click the share button, share via email or Twitter or Facebook with friends, family, loved ones. They need to get prepping, right? They need to get it together. So the title concept of the video is Democrats will kill you when shit hits the fan, right? Is that because of Trump? And we could have a shit hits the fan event because of financial or economic collapse, right? Or social, right? Just social collapse, right? Because of conflict, personal conflict between people. I want to look at and examine Democrats in this video. The Democrat mentality in the United States of America. They are the political party that believes others should take care of them, right? That there needs to be a safety net for everything. It doesn't sound democratic to me. It sounds kind of tyrannical to me. Their concepts and ideas of whatever I make, I have to share with everybody to the extent that their need requires it. I don't like that. I don't like working hard personally and giving my money to others who have not earned it. Right? But be that as it may, that is the philosophy that they live by. They want a safety net. If you lose your job, you get unemployment as long as you need it. If you're not eating well, you need to be given food subsidies. If you're unhealthy, you should be able to go to the hospital and get free medical care. Right? While everyone else pays for it, they want it for free. And this mentality, I think, comes from being spoiled. Right? They're spoiled by their parents, and then they're coddled by the government. What better way to develop an entitlement class than to promise them everything if they just elect you as a politician? To me personally, that is tantamount to political bribery, and it should be illegal. Politicians should not be able to campaign, as far as I'm concerned, on entitlements, that is, giving people other people's money. But of course, that borders on censorship of political speech, and we're talking about a very political activity. Be that as it may, Democrats in the United States of America believe others should give to them. And I think that makes Democrats more than likely a very minority percentage when shit hits the fan, right? Preppers, typically, I'm going to guess, are more conservative. They're more self-reliant, I should say. It's not necessarily politically conservative, but politically self-reliant. I'm sorry, personally self-reliant. And I think a lot of that type of thinking is over on the Republican side or the conservative side of the political spectrum. So the idea that Democrats will kill you, why? Why would they want to kill us? Well, let's take a look at what's happened here prior to the election, during the election, right? Campaigns, the debates, the election, and then after. We had leftists, that is, socialists and Democrat thinking. They were the ones participating in the riots, participating in the assaults on people, participating on the destruction of businesses, private, personal residences, personal cars, public property as well. Right? They hold a rally and expect others to clean up after them. That is Democrat thinking. That is liberal socialist thinking. And also, those are young people. They have not yet made money. They haven't worked their ass off yet. They like to think they have. Ooh, I put in 5 or 6 hours of schoolwork. Ooh, gosh. You know, try 10, 12, 14 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week. Some people work 7 days a week, 10 hours a day. Right? There's people in this country that work a lot more and a lot harder than these fucking students do. But they think they've really put in their time. And so therefore they're entitled to everyone else's goods. The other problem I have with Democrats, and young ones especially, and I really believe it's the young Democrats who are going to kill you when shit hits the fan, is they have just turned 18. They're just now adults, and they want to express themselves. They want to exercise their rights, right? They can't exercise their right to go on a Tahitian vacation. They can't exercise their right to drive their convertible sports car, right? They can't exercise their right to mow their palatial lawn, right? So what are they going to do? They're going to exercise their rights to free speech. They're not wealthy enough to exercise their Second Amendment right because they don't really have good jobs, right? They don't have spending money. So they're not going out and buying guns and exercising their Second Amendment right. But they want to exercise their First Amendment right and push it as far as they can. So that's the mentality of the young socialist Democrats in this nation, who are being funded and chided by old wealthy Democrats. They blame us, right? Older people, wealthier people, Republican people, white people. These young people, right, that are white, they don't associate with me. And if you're black and you're 40 and you're middle class, they don't associate with you. They associate and consider themselves an entirely separate subgroup, subculture in this country. It's a victim subculture. And I like to talk about all people need to do in order to victimize someone else is to have a need and an opportunity. The opportunity is shit hits the fan. The need is they're hungry, they're thirsty, they're cold, they're scared. And one of the big factors is blaming others. Once you dehumanize somebody, it makes it easy to victimize them, right? Because now they deserve it, right? You can blame them. They're the problem, and so you're going to help yourself to fixing the problem and then, of course, taking their stuff. So I really believe that Democrats are going to be the ones that come after people, right? They're going to be the ones that kill people and shit hits the fan. We're talking about better than 50% of the population in this country. And I believe the young ones are the most dangerous. Young men. Young women also, who will be encouraging young men, right? How do I know young women will encourage young men? Because I see it in protests and marches. They stand behind the men and they chide them on. Or they stand up front and yell and cause problems and cause a riotous situation to occur. Right? Because they screech and they howl and they yell and they protest. Right? And then when one of them gets whacked on the head, usually, and I've seen it a lot of times for assaulting someone else, the whole crowd gets into it because of the white knight attitude of other Democrat boys. Right? They're going to protect their own. So I see them, much like they did in the Bolshevik Revolution, much like Hitler Youth, working themselves into a frenzy and making everyone else pay for that. And when shit hits the fan, there's going to be a need, right? A need for goods and the need to blame somebody. Right? That's going to be their motive. They need to blame somebody. It's going to become easy because they're going to dehumanize that person or group of people that they need to victimize. They need the opportunity. And the opportunity is the lawless situation that they themselves create. They create it today. They create a riot, which is a lawless situation. And then they use that as an excuse, right? Or that is the opportunity that they create. The lawless situation in which they can act in a lawless manner. And then they want to victimize others that they can blame. A lot of times it's businesses, right? It's their fault. or it's that white guy over there because he's driving a BMW. He must be the reason. He must be a Republican or a conservative. He must have voted for Trump. He's the problem. When shit hits the fan, Democrats are going to kill preppers, right? If everyone's on the street and they're all just pulling their hair out wondering what's going on because shit has hit the fan, right? These young Democrats won't know who the Democrats are and the Republicans. But if they see a house that's gated off, right, fenced off, and has signs say, keep the fuck out or I'll shoot you, they're going to know that that's a prepper house. Right? They're going to figure out where the preppers are. And these Democrats are going to kill preppers if they can get away with it. Now, of course, what do we like to say? We have the right to self-defense. Right? We have money as older people. Right? 25, 30, 35, 40 years old. You've been working long enough. You've acquired the ability to purchase self-defense. And you have the intellect to know that you are allowed to use it. And you also have the discretion to know when to use it and when not to. That is the advantage we have as preppers. Typically, we're a little older. For younger preppers, man, it's tough. I was a young prepper once. Shit. You know, every penny went into what I could on everything, not just prepping. But we have the advantage of experience in life, experience in dealing with other people, and we have the discretion. We have the intellectual discretion to understand what the situation is, to analyze it, and we've had the time to create plans for dealing with certain scenarios and situations. So that's the advantage we have as preppers. But the disadvantage we have is that we'll be targeted. Mostly, I believe, by those who want what we have, believe that they've been victimized, believe that revenge is theirs to have, and then they need the opportunity, right? Because they have the motive, right? They've dehumanized you along with it, and all they need is the opportunity. And that is a lawless situation or a shit-it's-the-fan situation, and they're gonna come after you. All right, what do you guys think? Give me your ideas, right? If you've watched this whole video, the magic word is select. Use the word select. Use it selectively in the comments, and I'll know that you watched the whole video. I want to thank all of you who have done fan funding. It's great. I'm getting $1 here, $1 there, a couple bucks a day. Hell, that adds up to a couple bottles of scotch at the end of the month, or a bottle of scotch and a cigar. Works out real nice. So thank you much, and thank you for sharing with friends and family, because I know more people are coming to this channel and other prepping channels. Yeah, Republican presidents and they're conservative to some degree. But that in itself, as I've stated in the last few videos, can cause shit hits the fan. And more than ever, we need to be prepared. Because the powers that oppose Trump don't want him to succeed. They want control of America. They want it under their control. So thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, thumbs up this and all other videos. And if you haven't figured out how to get to my home channel, down below the video, down in this corner, just click on the words The Prepared Mind, and it'll take you to my home page, and you'll have a selection of all the videos I've done, over 500 of them, broken down into categories and subjects, and you can search them for the information you're interested in. All right, this is John, wishing you a good day. And remember, Democrats will kill you when shit hits the fan. Semper Fi, chance favors the prepared mind, is yours, and Godspeed to us all.